When you realized that you meant to put something at the end of the video and you forgot and you don't edit, take two it is. Good morning, this is Kelly from an Ozarks Journal Homestead, and we are planning our menu for the week. And I do apologize for not doing last week. I just couldn't get in here. That's all there was. I'm in the studio, I'm in the office, but I'm really in a pitch mode, and that's all I was focused on. So we are here and back to planning. In fact, I didn't even plan a menu last week at all. Without you guys, I did absolutely nothing. But let's back up and talk about the week before. First week in August. And one of the things Bob brought up was the fact that, excuse me, it's only 5:30 in the morning, that we really didn't we didn't follow the menu plan as it was. And I had to explain to him that the menu plan is not set in stone. You may have things written down, but then something comes up and that doesn't work for that night. You need to swap things around, and that's fine. But with things written down to flip-flop around, at least you have a visual of, I could go ahead and do that tonight. We don't have to do it Tuesday night. I could do that tonight and do that instead of something come up and you're like, okay, great, now what do I come up with for dinner? So write down what you think you can do that week, and if you shift it around and shuffle it like a deck of cards, that's fine too. The idea is to have some sort of a plan in mind, so when things do have to change, going with the flow is much easier. So we still haven't got to the strawberry crepes. I think I'm going to try doing those for our anniversary a week from today, which is Monday that you're watching this. So I may try that. We did get the fried chicken dinner in. We still haven't done the French dip croissants. We did do the hamburger and tots. We did get Chinese, but I think we did it like Friday night. And we didn't do the beef tips. We did do the beef tips and egg noodles, and I'm going to talk about that one in just a minute. And we did the slow cooker chicken and rice. So I'm going to talk about those in just a minute. So here we are, the week I didn't plan anything. And here we are now with this morning. Now, you know, Mondays are my oatmeal, and I try to get oatmeal in a couple of days a week. So that's where we're at. Mondays and Wednesdays, we're going to do the oatmeal. Tuesday morning, we'll do a breakfast sandwich, and I'm also going to do those on Friday because I think Friday is going to be my me day. And so I want to do breakfast sandwiches a couple of days a week. I'm still going to try and get pancakes and bacon in on Thursday. I just have to watch what I do with that. And I want to do some kind of a breakfast casserole on Sunday. I've not done anything about Saturday because Bob and I's 41st anniversary is going to be a week from today. It's going to be on the 25th. And that's why dinner is kind of up in the air down here and where those things may get shifted, because depending on where we choose to eat for our anniversary, if we want to do something that's not open normally during the week, that's only like a Friday, Saturday night thing, like the Landing, which has an amazing steak. I also have a nice price tag. But it's our anniversary. We've made it 41 years. Actually 42 if you count the year we lived together before we got married. So, that's why there's nothing much to say on Saturday. So I don't know what we're doing with this week. I decided to no longer plan lunches because lunches tend to be either protein platters or leftovers. And those are both in the refrigerator, and it's like, okay, this is what I feel like for lunch today, or this is what I have time for today. So I'm not planning lunches, but whatever we do have for lunch, I'm going to write it in so I've got something to look back on. So Monday night, tonight we're going to do tater tot casserole. Bob will have been gone all day today as I'm recording this on Sunday, and I'm going to be in the office, and I'm cleaning up leftovers out of the fridge today for me. So I'll have a tater tot casserole tonight because, now last week I did a tater tot casserole, but I did a cheeseburger casserole, just the cheese sauce and the hamburger and the tots. And then we individually doctored our plate according to what we like. Bob doesn't like dill pickles. I put chopped up dill pickles in mine. We added ketchup and mustard to the top of the tots instead of just ketchup. So we made we made a Burger King tater tot casserole if you want to, have it your way. So that's what we did. But on this night, I'm going to do our standard tater tot casserole with mushroom soup and a can of veg-all. Bob will eat his veggies and veg-all. That's pretty much, that and his green beans are pretty much all he'll do. Well, I take that back. He does do his peas, but they have to be LeSueur peas with his meatloaf, which we're going to talk about Thursday here in just a minute. Tuesday night, we're going to do sloppy joes and chips. Tuesday nights are my long night. This will make this very simple to do. Wednesday, I'm going to do the pork loin, the scalloped potatoes, and the green beans. And the pork loin recipe is on Pinterest, and I will link it down below, but it's super simple. I haven't tried it yet, but my sister did and said it came out so moist. Now, I have 3 Hormel barbecue mesquite smoked loins down in the freezer. And if they're down in the freezer downstairs, I tend to forget to bring stuff up. So I brought one up yesterday, so it's in sight. And you have to use, they recommend using a cast iron skillet. Place your skillet in a cold oven while it's preheating to 450. Remove it from the preheated oven, swirl it with olive oil to coat the bottom. Put your pork in the skillet and bake for 10 minutes. Flip the pork over, and then reduce your oven to 400 and bake another 15 minutes or until your internal temperature reaches 145 degrees. Remove, spoon melted butter over the pork and cover and let it rest for 15 minutes. And then use the pork, pour the sauce from the butter that's in your skillet and the juices over your pork on the platter. So, and it says a tablespoon of butter. I may boost that up just a little bit, we'll see. So I am going to leave this recipe linked down in the description box below for those. Now Thursday night, I'm going to start doing Throwback Thursday because I want to start recycling stuff that I've done before. So for this one, Throwback Thursday, we have a meatloaf. And what I'll do is I'll just reach back into my menu planner and see what did we do. And see, I didn't start this until June, maybe. Started this back in March. So I can look back here and see what we did on any given night. And Thursdays I'll pull something from here and throw it onto Thursday of that week. Friday is just me. Bob will have leftovers, which means he'll probably clean up the tater tot casserole or meatloaf, and I will do this. Oh, if we're going to do meatloaf on Thursday, let me change this really quick. Because meatloaf on Thursday will mean meatloaf omelets on Friday. Or Saturday, one of these two. And then we'll, depending on what we do here, we may flip that back and forth. But we usually do meatloaf omelets left over with the meatloaf. And it's like, you know, you've got your meat and your tomato topping on your meatloaf and Velveeta cheese. And that's all there is. Hold that thought just a second. I'm sorry, I felt a sneeze coming on. Okay, so then Sunday we'll do the breakfast casserole. And then, like I said, depending on what we do with our anniversary, will be in here. I also put in the chicken crock pot and rice here, or fried chicken here. Now, we did do that chicken crock pot chicken, and that was really good. Let me see. Lasagna rolls, slow cooker beef tips and rice we did do. We liked that one. And what I've started doing is if we like it, I'm folding it in half and I'm sticking it in the back of my spiral notebook here. And when we're all done, I'm going to start putting a recipe book together from all the recipes we tried in our keepers. So I'll have a keeper recipe book and start weeding out a lot of these cookbooks and single sheets recipes and stuff that I have. But the slow cooker brown sugar garlic chicken was really super good. And then I still want to do the French dip croissants, but those are going to be another week. We did do the crock-pot smothered pork chops and potatoes. The only problem with that, and we're not sure, but it was really oily. And I'm not sure if that came from the cheddar cheese or if it came from the pork chops. So Bob and I are going to discuss that one as to whether or not it's a keeper. So, as to notes, I do have a line on more freeze-dried products. And I'm going to be bringing you that information hopefully within maybe even by Friday for Freeze-Dried Friday. That may be it. So I will come back to doing the Freeze-Dried Fridays. But actual recipe for Freeze-Dried Fridays are probably going to be not until the 1st of September. So I need a couple of weeks to get situated with that one. So that's going to do it in the studio for me today. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share me out. Be safe, be prepared, and be blessed.